that a lot of food was being adapted to suit the packaging. So that was really funny, for us that, like food is actually, because they don't get packaging or the kind of serviceware that is needed, food actually gets adapted to that. And it was, and all of us experience that, and when we go to food malls and places like that, we see that if you order a bunch of things, they come in very different variety of substances. So it can be a styrofoam or a thermocol, a plastic, aluminum, or a paper plate. And then to support all that, they put a tray underneath. And it's actually not the tray that is needed, it's because the products that you have in the market are really not sturdy. And because of that, that tray becomes such a requirement. So the products are completely non-family, and you're literally like an acrobat trying to deal with it. And also when you're servicing, at least we come from a more rural background, and we see that a lot of things are served in styrofoam, and people are literally, they have to have their hand under the plate, otherwise it's going to fall. So that was really interesting for us. Obviously, for QSRs and catering, people had to maintain a wide variety of inventory, because the samosa is served in something else, the dahi vada is served in something else, the batashi is served in something else, the food is served in something else. So there's a huge amount of inventory that needed to be kept, and the numbers had to be kept. So there's a lot of money stuff that gets into it. Of course, what we also realized was a lot of products were just being used because of pricing. And that was fundamentally cheaper products which were actually leaching carcinogens in our food. So the other thing which we realized was that people were being served cancer-causing chemicals through the food material, and the food which was excellent was losing its aroma. It was losing, it was adding on things which it didn't want to add on, without people really knowing it and consuming it. The next thing which we realized was space was at a premium. It was no longer the older trends where you had a lot of space or you were cooking with the Maharaja at the back. A lot of the service was happening in food malls, a lot of the service was happening in airports and places like that where you have little cubicles. So people had a real problem with, one, washing and keeping stuff. Second, water itself was a problem there. Labor was a problem in terms of washing, and I'm sure a lot of you guys also experienced that going forward, that this is not going to be easy. And also, you never, as a consumer, you never knew what has it really been washed well. So all those things led to us designing a completely new range of tableware, and you'll find that it is actually very different designs. And fundamentally, we got, after studying a lot, we realized that we need to have something which is modular in fashion, where one thing can fit into another and can be used differently in order to really reduce inventory. Of course, it had to be sturdy. Of course, it has to be safe. It had to be clean. So we basically took a cue from Lego, which we have all sort of used and grown up with, and we realized that one thing can fit into another. And that's how our designers created our whole range. So coming back to your real question, which is like, what is the real trend in food service wear? I feel that ultimately people are getting more aware about the environment as well. And people are getting more aware of what they are eating in and how they are eating. And of course, taking a cue from Puneet, it is trendy. How does it look? How does your serviceware look? That is really important. And of course, in the case of a very high quality catering, it is of course China and that sort of thing. But if you look at generic catering, you can have a much better looking product, and you can have a better designed product which enables no food aroma migration, for example. So we feel that the trends are going to be there. People are getting more aware of the environment. People are definitely getting more aware of their own health and their children's health. And that is going to carry on, and we are going to see, hopefully for us, for our sake as well, and for the sake of our planet, we definitely hope that people will keep shifting more and more towards unique substances.